version of yourself professionally. Guys, if you're about to go on an interview and you're not sure what to do before you get there, we talk about things before, during, and after the interview on this channel, on this website. I want to make sure that you are ultra prepared. So hey there, awesome folks. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. Even before I jump into this, if you have direct questions, personalized or technical questions in regards to this process, go ahead and go to mentorshelley.com/contact, where you can leave me a voicemail or an email message, even after I provide the information here in this video. Guys, how to effectively prepare for your next interview. 3 things you can do. There are more. I actually do have an audio series course. You can go to mentorshelley.com/interview to get started with that. But I want to give you 3 out of the 7 or 8 things I actually give you in that particular course. Number 1, research the company. You hear this all the time. But when I say research the company, I don't mean just look on their website and go about your business. No, I mean, when I say research, I mean check out what they represent. What kind of product or service do they provide? Where do they rank amongst their competitors? What's their motto? What is being said about them in the press? How is their reputation in their industry? Because those are going to be things, because you have some people that when you go into an interview, what do you know about the company? And you have to be ready to answer that question. So your research is not going to be a shallow one. LinkedIn is a very good resource. Use it. Because you will also find that the leaders that you may actually be interacting with, or the ones that may be interviewing you. So your research, not just the company, but the people attached to the company, is going to be key before you get there. And when I say you can't go in there with just a little paper resume, you need to have, good Lord, keep forgetting the portfolio. I'm gonna have to bring it for the next video I do about interviews. You're supposed to have your portfolio, your professional one, not my little notebook here, but you're supposed to have notes in there on index cards, okay, about the company. Where do they rank? Are they a Fortune 500 or Fortune 1000 company? Are they just a smaller business? How long have they been in business? Who's the owner? What's the philosophy of the company? What can you get from the research to kind of get an idea? Sometimes you can't really get an idea of company morale till you actually get there. Let's be honest. But you can do your deep dive research. So number 1, research, okay? If this interview is in person, you're going to need to drive there or take a train, bus, plane, automobile, some kind of transportation to get there. It would be advisable that you find a way to get there. Better yet, drive there if you have a ride. Drive there the day before. Number 1, interviews can be nerve-wracking. Not being able to find a location makes it worse. Ask me how I know. It's happened to me. And I actually just, out of pure common sense, was like, let me drive there the day before to see where this place is, because I've never heard of it before, or I'm not familiar with that specific area. It helped to reduce my nervousness tenfold, guys, because at least I know where the heck I'm going, because I went there the day before. I have an idea traffic-wise leading to there. So I was able to kind of calculate, okay, I need to be at this interview by 3. It's going to take me at least half an hour to get there based on the drive I did the night before. So I'm going to give myself an hour and a half. I'm going to attach an hour to it. That way I can be in the parking lot maybe an hour, 45 minutes to an hour before, walk in there 20 minutes before, be ready, have my stuff ready. Yeah, if it's not an in-person interview, you want to make sure, if it's going to be on this wonderful thing called a computer or a camera of some kind, then you want to do a dry run. to make sure that whatever software you're using to do the interview is working. Or if it's on the phone, make sure your phone don't get cut off the day you interview. I'm just saying. Some things, if you're looking for a job, cannot be avoided, but let's try to keep the phone. Push come to shove, you can use your Google phone, y'all. Yeah. So do what you got to do. Let's make sure that you're ready to receive that call. You're able to use the technology to do the interview. Or if you have to go there in person, make sure you find where you're going. And make sure you do it expeditiously so you can be there early to help you. That's part of your preparation, making sure you have all of your notes of all of what you did when you did your research, which was thing number one. Thing number two, make sure whatever means of communication that is going to be used to conduct the interview, that it's working or you can find it timely. Okay? 3, the next thing after you do your research, based on what you have found, formulate, as in write. Right? Create, formulate at least bare minimum 5 questions. You may not even use 5 to, I normally recommend 5 to 10. You may not use all of them. It's just based on how the interview is flowing. Okay? But you want to always be prepared. In the event that the interview seems to be taking a direction, or if you feel like you need to find some things out before you actually make a decision to formulate a relationship with this company, you have some questions. You want to make sure that the company morale is where it needs to be for you to become a part of that. You want to make sure that the company is the type of company you want to be at 5 years from now. You want to make sure that the team and the growth potential is there. So you got to ask those questions. Those are questions that need to be in your notes and ready to go when they ask you, well, what? Yeah, you need to be ready. And I said 3, but I'm going to give you a 4th one because it's so important. When they call you to notify you or to inform you that they want to interview you based on the resume they found or based on the application you put in, one of the questions you need to ask that person, it might be a recruiter, it may be a person assisting a recruiter that's making the calls to set up the interviews. You need to find out who you're going to be interviewing with, whether it be one person or 5 or 2 or 3. You want to be prepared if you're interviewing with 5 people at one. Just to digress, I actually interviewed with 10 people before. And you want to know something? Because I had an idea that the entire team was going to be there, I was prepared and I asked every one of them questions. Because you want to show them that I'm not just here to play games. I want to know from each of you. I need to get perspectives from all of you. Because just as much as you're interviewing, they're interviewing you, you're interviewing them too. Do you even want to be a part of this team? That's what interviews are for, is to find out, do I like you? Do you like me? Do I like you? I have the skills and qualifications, which is kind of why you had me sit here with you and come talk to you. But the interview is also to get a vibe. Is this where I want to be? Am I feeling the love professionally, of course? You gotta ask questions too. So you gotta figure out who are you going to be interviewing with. Is it just one person? Is it 2? Is it 5? Is there going to be a second interview? These are questions you gotta ask, guys. So that's why in the 5 to 10 questions, you gotta find out what's next. What's the next steps? So these are just a few things you want to be doing to prepare for your interviews. Of course, if you want a more in-depth analysis, or better yet, if you want to work with me directly to help you create the blueprint for your next interview, go to mentorshirley.com/consultations. I'm more than happy to go through it with you. Not only in that consultation do I help you to prepare for the interview, I also help you to prepare to do what is necessary in the interview. I have a specific strategic 7-step program for when you're in the interview, and also what you do after the interview. Guys, I want you to be successful in your career endeavors, but it's not going to happen if you are not prepared. All right. So guys, take care. If you have questions, of course, go to mentorshelley.com/contact, where you can leave me a voicemail or an email message, and I'm more than happy to return your voicemail or email within 24 hours. If you have other questions in regards to interviews, comment below. I'm more than happy to answer them for you as soon as I see them. Guys, I want to make sure you're here, you're ready, and you're going to dominate that interview with the tips I've provided here, or if you want to work with me one-on-one to go even further to increase your level of success. All right, guys, take care. You have a good one. Bye.